Hi everyone, welcome to Water Tanks with StewiejP. I'm Stewie, you're not, and this is a replay from the old mate Team Efficiency. Bolagnaise from Raids Clan. Bolagnaise, when I'm recording this, he'll be over in Minsk trying to keep warm and doing some Water Tanks kind of stuff over there. He's in the M46 Patton, which is the Tier 9 American medium tank, a tank that I haven't played for ages, and I'll tell you what, I'm really looking forward to getting the Tier 10, but I just haven't gotten around to writing the credits to buy the bloody thing. Of course, Team Efficiency Bolagnaise, he plays in the gold leagues for Team Efficiency, as per his name, and I'll put a link, if I remember, I'll put a link in the video description about where you can see Bolagnaise and his mates from Team Efficiency smashing it in the gold leagues on the 8-pack region. Anyway, this video is all about the M46 Patton, or this battle is. You can see he's got a full gold loadout, 105mm gun, 390 damage, 265 penetration, got a few HE rounds loaded in the clip as well. Let's just see if he uses them at some stage. Bolagnaise not stuffing around, getting stuck right into where the action happens on Arctic region in the northwest flank. He hasn't got a great amount of help though. It's just him and an LTG, and I must admit I had to look to see what an LTG was. Of course, that's a Russian Tier 7 light tank, the Tier 7 light tank, which was the new tank as the tank's got a few changes a couple of patches ago. 0-1 the score in Arctic region. Bolagnaise getting some good vision for his team. Look at that ISU 122S, which is part of the Berlin quartet, I reckon it was, the tanks, the premium tanks that you'd buy with the Brothers in Arms crew from Berlin. He picks up his first kill, gets rid of the Tier 7 premium Russian tank destroyer, looking towards that Super Pershing now with a pretty gold missile on your face. That's his name, the guy in the Super Pershing. T54 gets called an idiot by a dead player. That's what happens on the Asian server. Bolagnaise though, 1-3, he knows he's got to win this flank. The other flank, there's not much chance of him winning the other flank, so he puts a shot into the Super Pershing. The T26E4 doesn't do any damage though, but he'll be there soon. Don't worry about that. It is known for its armour, the American premium medium tank. Pulls back. He's safe from artillery where he is there in that little divot. You can see the good gun repression, the good aim time on the M46 Patton. He does lose his driver though. A quick tap of the 4 key fixes the driver. That FCM 50 ton, that's the Tier 8 premium French heavy tank. He was on full health though. Loses his ammo rack there too. I can't remember the M46 Patton having that much of a soft ammo rack, but like I said, it was a couple of years ago that I last played it. 3-4 the score now as Bolagnaise picks up his second kill, getting rid of that Super Pershing. He's up to 2,500 damage already, and he's also blocked 1,500 as he fires clutch into the side of the premium French heavy tank. Takes him down to 758 hit points of damage, so he knows if he needs to brawl him, he can, because he's on 1,247. Pulls back and shoots as he pulls back, puts another shot into the FCM. The FCM fires again. Bolagnaise thinking, oh, with a bit of luck, I might have you here. Not quite. Takes it down to 45 hit points. And the T44 Seagulls the kill, evening up the score 4-4. But then again, the Oho just died to the T71, which sometimes happens. And Bolagnaise saying, no worries, I've got this. Already got 3,500 damage up his sleeve, 1,500 damage blocked. Surprised he didn't get any assisted damage there, because he was right at the front. There is artillery, but it looks like artillery might be firing down this way. And I'll tell you what, I probably don't blame him. That flank looks like it absolutely capitulated on Arctic region. Bolagnaise looking at a nice cheeky shot into the T71. Does cop 141 damage, but he puts in 351 into the Tier 7 auto-loading American light tank. Just looking around there. T54, thank you very much. Another 408 hit points of damage. And in the description of the replay, it does say easy peasy. Look, I'll tell you what, if that one had went through, then I would have said he's got it on easy mode. 4-5 the score now. 4,710 damage, which is not too bad at all for a Tier 9 medium tank. Fires blindly towards where he thinks the T71 might be, or the T49. Looks like both of those light tanks are back there. And doing something here which it takes a bit of skill to do, but even though you can see the Tiger 2 now, you couldn't see it a few seconds ago, but you can still hit it, even if it's just outside of that circle on the minimap. You can still land it, providing there's no buildings or rocks or anything between. Doesn't manage to penetrate the T-54. It is a pretty heavily armoured Tier 9 Russian medium tank. Looks towards the T-71. I know he would have raised his eyes then as he tracked the American light tank, but that shot will do it. That's his 4th kill of the game. 6-7 to score now. Bolagnaise kicking back in the M46 Patton saying, "Oh Bobby, this one's all mine." There's that T-71 again. The same one? No, it's not. There's 3 T-71s on the other side. That's amazing. Anyway, he's already killed one of them. The friendly T-71 got the kill on that one. Looks like there's 1 T-71 to go, but he's going to be probably a little bit more concerned about the Tier 9s, the Conqueror, the T-54 and the T-49, of course, with when the new matchmaker was shaken up. But you've generally got, in a mixed game like this, which has got Tier 7s, 8s and 9s, you've generally got 3 top tier tanks on each side, and the enemy have all 3 of their top tier tanks still alive, and that's probably what Bolagnaise is thinking now. But what do I know? I'm just a scrub. Let's have a look, see what he does. He wants to get rid of that M4A1 Revelarisi, the ravioli tank. T-49 could see that he just fired. Didn't have the derp gun though, so only does 223 damage into Bolagnaise in the Patton. So Bolagnaise says, no worries, I'll take the M4A1 Revelarisi down to a one-shot while the S51 finally starts shooting Bolognaise's way. He's on 4 kills, 6,767 damage, 2,000 damage blocked. Does a bit of climbing here. Don't see him climbing that much in the gold leagues. He normally leaves that to his old mate Skell and Safi, but he's looking towards where the T-71 or the Rheinmetall-Borsig Waffenträger were last seen. T-54 still there in that central part. 9-7. What's he going to do now? What's he going to do? 9-7. They're finally winning though. Look, got to think, not too long ago they were down by a couple of tanks. Bolagnaise lucky enough to be still on 878 hit points, so if he needs to cop a shot or two, he will, but he'd probably rather not. With the score on 9-7, no need to take any, no need to take too many risks. Looks for a cheeky shot on the T-54. Thank you very much. That's kill number 5 for Bolagnaise. Takes out one of the Tier 9 tanks on the enemy side. That just leaves 2 more, the T-49 and the Conqueror. And a few people picking their F5 key, saying affirmative. Bolagnaise making his intentions clear to his team, which is good to see. Sometimes you don't see it, but letting his teammates know that he's going after that T-71 that was last spotted in the central southern part of the map. And he'll pick up that T-49 while he's on the way. Takes the T-49 down to 133 hit points. Thought about waiting for the kill. The enemy SU-14-1 Nagato-01 drowns himself. Well done, Nagato-01. You are a true scumbag. And artillery drown themselves. That's just what happens. T-71 kills another T-71. The T-44 picks up the kill on the T-49. And that's just going to leave that Rheinmetall-Borsig Waffenträger, the lightly armoured Tier 8 German tank destroyer, who just killed the T-54. Will Bolagnaise be able to make it in time? But 1390. Looks like he might have been upside down. Poor bugger. We've all seen that happen before. And Bolagnaise, I reckon he fancied himself here. He might think, oh, I can turn this into a Top Gun. At least get another shot into this tank, and he does. Thank you very much. Picks up the last kill of the game, which is always a satisfying feeling, but not just the last kill of the game. Also the 6th kill, which gave him, of course, that Top Gun. Let's have a quick look at the result. It looks pretty good for Team Efficiency. Bolagnaise from Ray's clan. It's an Ace Tanker Mastery Badge. The Hand of God Medal for surviving and winning the battle, having received damage from at least 4 different enemy tanks. Bruiser for doing some crew or module damage. Duelist Fire for effect. Shellproof for all that bounce. A steel wall in an M46 Patton. Well, it was over 2,000 last time I saw. High caliber for carrying the team, and of course Top Gun for that 6 kills. You can see what he had to do to get rid of all those tanks on the right hand side of the screen. He had an absolute perler. 7,753 damage, 6 kills, 1561 base experience, 33 shots fired, 26 hit, 23 went through, 2,040 damage blocked, plus a whisker of assisted. Cost him 100k though, because it was APCR gold rounds all the way, but well worth it for in a tank like that. Gee, I'm really looking forward to get the M48 Patton now. It's going to give me something to aim for it was an absolute ripper from Bolagnaise. Of course, don't forget to check him out on War Gaming Gold League, and he streams on Twitch most nights too, I reckon. And if I remember, I'll put some links in the description. As we move on to the second game on this double shot of community contributor action, this is my old mate MatchyHK. Now, Matchy is with Bolagnaise over in Minsk in Belarus, and they're doing wargaming stuff. And MatchyHK in the VK72.01K. Now, that's a Clan Wars reward tank, a tier 10 German heavy. The one that looks absolutely hilarious. I think it looks hilarious. You can see he's got a mark of excellence on that gun barrel, or is it 3? I think it's just 1. German one is 3 lines, and he's on a mission on Himmelsdorf. He needs to get 14,000 hit points, not just damage done by himself. Damage done, damage blocked, and damage received, which is the final mission in all the personal missions for heavy tanks. Looking towards a couple of E100s there, as well as an IS-7. He's already pumped out 1,581 damage and blocked 750 as he blocked one of those E100 shells. So if you look down the bottom of the screen, damage caused, damage received, and damage blocked by armour must total 14,000, which is no mean feat. But the VK72.01K, which is similar to the Panzer Kampfwagen 7, in fact, I think they're pretty much identical apart from the name, and apart from the fact that the VK can share crews with other German heavy tanks. Maybe that's the main difference. Puts another shot into that E100. He shot that E100 3 times now. He's up to 2,400 damage. Just blocked another shot from the E100. That brings his block damage up to 1,500. So nearly 24,000 damage done, 1,500 blocked. Needs a total of 14,000. So he's a fair way to go now. We'll just see what happens. His team seem to be falling apart up on the hill. 2-4's the score on Himmelsdorf. Of course, he'd like to win this. Got heat rounds loaded. Because if the heat round hits anything but metal, then it's just going to explode. Another 810 damage into that E100. Now you can see he's also got chocolate as a premium consumable running, which a lot of good players do. 150mm gun, 750 damage, pardon me, 334 penetration with heat rounds, 246 with standard. As he looks towards that IS-7, he's already up to 3,210. He has taken a little bit of damage, so damage that you take counts in this mission as well. Of course, so he starts with 2,500 hit points, so if he dies, that's 2,500. I think he was a bit frustrated there. He put a shot towards the IS-7, but I don't think it even landed in the right postcode. He's looking behind him because there's an Object 263 as well as a couple of heavy tanks coming down from the eastern hill on Himmelsdorf. He's looking around. Oh, again, fires a high explosive round towards that Batchat. That was a bit of a gamble. Of course, high explosive round does 950 damage with a hell of a lot less penetration. It's only an extra 200 damage. Got a firm eye on this E100, though that time he only had a high explosive round too, and the high explosive round is also being shot by the IS-7. Just got him for 76 damage. Blocks 2 shots from the E100s. Give him another 1,500 hit points of block damage. Now, of course, this total on the bottom left of the screen is starting to get there. He's on nearly 4,000 damage done and nearly 4,000 blocks. So that's about 7,500 all up. This will help as well as he puts a beautiful shot into the IS-7. Cops some damage, 680 from the E100 though. But of course, damage received counts as well. The score's 611. He wants to go out in style here. He wants to turn this one into a win. Blocks the IS-7 for another 490 hit points of damage. Boom. Sends him back to the garage. Gets his second kill. That's 5,307 damage done. 4,240 damage blocked. Plus he's taken nearly 1,400. So he's over 10,000 for the total. But of course he wants to do this. He wants to do this in style and win it. Secondary condition is to win this. Secondary condition is to win the battle. And by getting rid of that A100, he's turned that into a very real chance. 10-11's the score now. 2 of the enemy tanks are capping. Of course, he doesn't want that to happen. He needs to be mindful of that M46 Patton, who might be sniping him from the top, but he can afford to take some battle. It'll help him for his mission as well. He's looking towards that T57 heavy. Wait for that gun to aim. He bounces the auto-loading Tier 10 American heavy tank. Starts running up towards this next alcove. He cops a little bit more damage, which is going to, that gives him, he started with 2,500 hit points. He's down to 700, so that's 1,800 damage that he's taken. Add that to the 5,000 blocks, makes nearly 7,000. Add that to the 5,500. That's nearly 12,000 all up. So he's certainly not that far off this mission to have damage received, damage caused, and damage blocked. All that up to 4,000 hit points. He's looking at the M48 Patton. Cops a shot from the medium tank. He wants to get a shot into him. He does. That could be the mission just about done. Here comes a rogue Batchat though, and the Batchat kills him. So how did he go? 6,000 damage done, 4,000 damage blocked. Or was it 4.5, or was it 5? 5,000. So he's adding it up now as he's looking at the replay. You can see it. 6,000 plus 5,000 is 11, 12, 13.5. He's going to be close. That's 11.5. Plus his 2,500 adds up to pretty much exactly 14,000. He's certainly having a bit of a heart attack. And of course he puts that into the chat. Please win. He's on the mission. Secondary condition is to win. And of course MatchyHK tells me he doesn't play artillery. But he certainly doesn't do any artillery, any medals. Any missions for the artillery, so he needs to win all the other ones with honours in order to get these tanks. And he's watching around at what's left, the T57 Heavy and the Type 5. T57 Heavy is going up the hill, Type 5 is going very, very slowly down the banana road. What's left, AMX50B, he could be absolutely anywhere, and Matchy giving some good advice into the chat. Cap together, and you'll be fine. I'll just quicken up the replay because I know when he was watching this, his heart was beating 1,000 miles an hour. And there is the 50B, the T57 Heavy looking towards him. T57 Heavy bounces the shot from the French autoloader, puts one shot into him, one more will do it, and at this stage, this is when Matchy was high-fiving himself. He sent me a message on Skype when it happened, and this was the mission, because this was the reason being, this is the mission that got him the Object 260, and he was pretty excited as well. Still got the pictures on the Skype where he sent the Object 260 in his phone. Only a first class mastery badge, but have a look. What do you need to do for an ace in this tank? 6,134 hit points of damage, 5,380 damage blocked by armor. That adds up to 11.5 plus 10, and then of course that 2,500 because he died. That's what got him the mission. An absolute pearler. He fired 14 shots, 11 hit, 10 went through. Cost him some coin because he was firing gold, but not a bad result. He's got himself a nice, shiny new Tier 10 Russian heavy special vehicle, the Object 260, in his garage now. Well done, Matchy. Well done. And hopefully I'll get one soon. We'll see how I go. Anyway, thanks very much for the replays. Don't forget to check out Matchy on Twitch, Bolagnaise on Twitch, and also the Wargaming Gold League. And thanks for the replays. Take care. Thanks for watching, everyone. See you all next time.